Last week they said they're gonna do us first and then the coach not second. Last game, I don't know if they're gonna change it
Oh,
up.
no, we're good. No, 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 we're good. I was just talking about one of the few reporters. I didn't. There he is. Let's just wait just a second because he's going to just ask me the same questions that they asked me.
Damn, I wanted that motherfucker.
Just remember to talk into the mic if you don't mind.
I'm gonna play the yes again, yo. I swear I'm gonna play them again.
Bro, this
All right,
loss,
we
I
will
feel it.
open it up for questions. As soon as Mark's ready. All right. Yeah, we're good.
Physically, it looked like you matched up nicely. It was just a matter of execution and making plays, or what did you see the difference was in this?
It was just a matter of us executing. We watched a lot of film, seeing what they struggle on and just going and attacking weaknesses and playing to our strengths.
You guys had so many opportunities, and it seemed like every time you got close, maybe a turnover or a missed shot. Just how frustrating was that?
I mean, we don't point fingers at the end of the day. We just get back on defense, try to get a stop. Basketball is a game of runs. You learn from your mistakes. We're going to go back and watch film and see where we need to capitalize on.
If someone had told you guys they would have not just scored a field goal in the final 4.5 minutes, it would have been a close game, probably would have thought you would have won the game, I'm guessing.
Can you repeat that?
They didn't score a field goal in the final 4.5 minutes. If someone had told you that before the game, you probably would have thought you probably would have won the game.
It's just a matter of us like executing down the stretch. That just come with experience. It's a long season. And, we still working. We can do nothing but get better.
You look at their zone, how does that prepare you going forward?
The different teams throw different things at us. Like I said, we're going to go back to the drawing boards, see where we need to execute and get better at, and, move on from there.
When it's a team from the Big 12, it was interesting to see how you matched up against them. I mean, even though it's not the result you wanted, was that encouraging to see that you were playing against a Power 5 school?
We all play for certain reasons. We play in the Mountain West, yeah, but we are from different places, and we that's what we playing for. So it's not one of those situations where somebody just gonna come and just punk us like that.
Dwayne, what was going through your mind when you got your second foul that early, and how were you able to sort of play through that and playing substantially?
It was just play smart. It doesn't matter to me playing smart, picking and choosing when to go for things and when to just fall back. When I picked up the second foul, I believe it was on a ducking, something like that. So, I just had the next play mode. That's what I went into. Sat down for a minute, talked to the coaches on the sideline. They told me what I need to do, what I shouldn't do in order for me to stay in the game, and I just went out there to execute that.
Anything else for these guys? Thanks, appreciate it.
Yep. Okay, where should I begin? How about the turnovers? Let's start there. Obviously, that was the telltale stat for us, just bad execution and winning time. We talk about winning time, and tonight's winning time was losing time. I thought TCU did a good job of being physical and forcing some of those, but down the stretch, I think that was on us. We just kind of threw those away, threw it right into their hands. Give them credit for catching them, but there was a couple of those turnovers late where that's just on us. We just got to do a better job taking care of the ball. Our offensive stuff struggled a little bit against the two, a lot of bit. That was another thing. I didn't feel like we had any rhythm and tempo going against that zone, and that hurt us. And to be quite honest with you, I hadn't worked on it much. Jamie's typically a man-to-man squad, and they did throw a little bit at Illinois State, and that kind of turned the game for them. But we had worked a lot on our defense, and you got to pick and choose when you only have so many hours out of the day and days you got to give off. So I guess I chose the wrong things to work on because the zone offense was obviously lacking. I know we're good at it, but we hadn't got reps at it, so I'll take the hit for that. Always proud of my guys when they play hard. I ask them to do certain things every single game, and if they give me those, then I can I can take an L and you know, turn that pain into some passion to get better, and turn that pain into some energy to get to know this next team quickly, and to just keep growing, man. You lose, you get, if you're competitive, you lose. Losing is not fun, you know. So when you lose, you take it up a notch, and we don't have a lot of time to do it, but they already have personnel reports in their emails and cell phones, and they'll have their scouting report, which was given to them this evening already as well. So they got to go to work. Win or lose, we would have had to have done that. It's like kind of almost using this as like a tournament type setting, in the sense that you got to go back to back. And so we're working on some of those preparation things logistically to get them ready for Mount West Conference tournament here. So 3-2, big picture, fighting. Technical things I think that can be repaired with some more practice time, and love my kids. So all's well in the big picture. Just bad in this immediate time frame we're in right now. So, but we'll keep fighting. All right.
Marv, how frustrating is it when you had a game that you had every chance to win and not get it done? And what kind of lesson can that be going forward?
You know, I think the frustration, Mark, is the end of the game, when, you know, I'll watch tape and I'll go, well, if we'd have done this here, here, and here, you know, we wouldn't have been down 2 points or whatever it was. But in winning time, you know, you that's where maturity is festered. You know, that's where it's developed. And I thought we've had a couple winning time situations and we've done pretty good. And I thought we took a step back tonight in actual winning time. Now, it's one thing to run a good play and miss a shot. It's another to turn it over. And that's the disturbing thing. So that's a little frustrating. However, you know, we got, like you said, we got to turn it into a positive. You know, we got to get guys healthy, and we got to get the bumps and bruises that are actually able to compete. We got to get those tended to, and you know, nobody cares that Sheck didn't play. Nobody cares that Chris Jones didn't play, and I don't care that they didn't play. I mean, because the guys that are on the floor had a chance to win that game. We should have won the game. In my opinion, we should have won the game. We're at home, and we had a chance to win it. But I felt like, you know, they're a good team, but I do feel like, and there's no knock on Jamie or those guys, but I felt like we gave it away, you know. So that is what it is, though. That's spilled milk, as they say. Yeah, there was a lot of bumping inside there late, and I thought there were some calls maybe that could have been called, but, you know, I'm not an official, so. But, you know, I thought they were pretty equitable, the officiating for the most part. So that's the way it ball bounced tonight. But we got in there, we got some driving in, but you got to drive for your teammates. You know, there was a lot of times when guys drove and they were just driving to score. And then you drove into a 6'10" guy, and then you're surprised that you missed it. It's like, it's not why you drive. You know, we talked about that, and that's another lesson that they got to understand. You get past your primary defender, you got to get in there, you got to get stops, you got to get operational, and you got to find the next guy. And too many times, you know, we try to put it on our back and go make something happen just because we're down 2 points. It's like there's plenty of time left. I mean, you know, so great opportunities to teach, great opportunities to educate, and we'll take every single possession that was an educational opportunity, and we'll make sure that these guys get these lessons. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you they will learn these lessons. So I am. The question was, am I anxious to see how they handle the back-to-back? You know, no one could ever hear, like when the questions, sometimes we got to figure that out. But anyway, I'm thinking about too much right now. So everybody can hear me, but then sometimes you can't hear the questions. So I think the tournament format, you know, is what we've talked about, being able to go back-to-back games and what that means and how do you prepare for that logistically and the things that you do to put yourself in a position to optimize your physical output, your mental output, you know, hydrate and rest, you know, the therapy, recovery therapy for some guys. You know, there's a lot of things that can go into it that the big boys do. And so we like to consider ourselves one of the big boys, so I got to teach these guys how to handle themselves.
What can you tell us about
Christian Jones injury and how long I expect him to be out. Well, the technical aspects of his injury, I won't get into too much detail because I don't think it matters. But he is going to be out, Kev, for a little bit longer. I don't know exactly how long. I'll probably have a better feel early next week. He won't play tomorrow, and he may be out for a few weeks. I'm not sure how much time. A lot depends on his ability to heal and specifics of the protocol for his rehab. So if he handles his business, which he will, and he does all the right things, then, that's a G-OK, man. As a God only knows. I can't tell you exactly on that one. But, I feel for the kid because he is going to miss some games. Like I said, I'll probably have a better feel, maybe even by tomorrow night. After the game, I might have a better idea. He is getting some further assessment. So, but a fifth-year senior, you feel bad for a kid that, came here to play and didn't come here to sit. But we'll get him healthy. We got a great bunch of guys working on him diligently to get him back on the floor as quickly as possible. And Chekna is in recovery mode. He needs to get rest to be good. And so we're basically electing to give him that time to get healed up. So chances are he won't play tomorrow either.
With that being said, and because you have some depth problems with the big men right now, can you talk about the importance after getting off to that fast start where both Baxter and Morgan got 2 and Baxter's case 3 quick fouls and how that kind of changed the game there in the last first half?
Yeah, I think Dwayne only played 10 minutes in the first half, and I think that was because of fouls. And he was, to his credit, he was pretty good. Last year, he probably would have fouled out of that game. But he did a good job of playing within himself for the few minutes I played him after he had the 2 fouls. But he's getting better at it, and he's a difference maker. There's no question. I mean, we got him a lot of touches there that ended up on the the right side of the scoreboard. So I don't know what he ended up with. What did he end up with? 13 and 7 in 28 minutes, 6-11 from the field. So, and only 1 turnover. So 3 blocks. He had a good line. So, I don't know how it's going to affect us going forward. It doesn't affect us if these guys are not in foul trouble. They gotta defend without fouling. They gotta be smart and play the game with a little more fundamentals. They play sometimes with a little bit more emotion, but they got to get a little more technically sound as far as how to block shots and blocking shots late and meeting them high. They're trying to swing at them and throw them into the stands. They got to get them better at that. Mike, I know you got something. You're looking at the chops over there. What you got, brother? After the second foul? I told him I was going to put you back in because it was early. So I said, I'm going to get you back in, get your head right, relax, watch the game, see what they're doing. And, we just nothing, earth-shattering, just let him know he was going to go back in. So stay into the game, stay focused, and think about the next possession. I appreciate you guys keeping the questions to a minimum tonight. I'd like to go and prepare for the next game. So I love you. Goodbye.